Hi ladies, and welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to be talking about how I completely turned my life around in my 40s. So for most of my adult life I was disrespected by other people. I was in bad relationships with other people, with boyfriends and with friends. I had rubbish jobs and I went for opportunities and didn't get the opportunities that I wanted. So by the end of this video, you will have the tools to do exactly what I did and turn your life around at any stage in your life. So the first thing I had to do was to know that I'm worthy to have a good life, to know who I really am, and to know that I'm pure consciousness, a pure spirit or a blank slate. And that's who everybody is. And until the age of about 3, you are just pure consciousness. You're just observing everything that's happening, but you don't have a concept of yourself until you're about 3 years old. And then that concept of yourself is actually given to you by other people, by your caregivers or people you're at school with or your culture. But these things are added onto you and they're not actually who you are, and you don't purposely choose these things. These things are unconsciously given to you, and you have all of these unconscious beliefs and assumptions, and then those beliefs and assumptions actually are reflected out into your outer world. So if you believe that you're not worthy, then you will always have bad relationships with people and you won't get opportunities that you go for, and everything will reflect that feeling and that belief that you had. And that is what happened to me. So I had to come back to a point where I recognise who I really am and know that I am pure love and that I deserve to have a good life, and that all of these problems and all of these issues are not actually real. They're just created by unconscious beliefs that I have. So it's coming back to that blank slate, to knowing who you really are. That's like the first step. So the second thing is to cut off the past completely. The past only exists in your mind and it's not real anymore. It's just a memory. And if you keep reliving all of those feelings, if you keep thinking about the past and keep reliving all of those feelings, then you're just going to create the same circumstances in your life. So turn away from the past and come to the present moment and focus on the feelings that you want to feel, like love and peace. So forgive anything in the past. So you can't help what you did in the past, and you can't help what other people have done to you in the past. So forgive yourself, forgive other people, and come into the present moment. And just knowing that we're all unconsciously programmed is really helpful when it comes to forgiving yourself and forgiving other people, because we're all only doing what we're capable of doing. We're all only doing our best, the best that we know how to do. So if you know that, then you can let go of that and release other people and release yourself. So once you know who you are and you've cut off the past, then you need to know where you're going. You need to know what you want in life. So for me, I want to be a singer, and I'm actually singing in open mic nights at the moment. So knowing where I want to go and what I want to do, then what I need to do is become the person that can do those things, that is those things. So to be a singer, you need to be confident, you need to be not self-conscious, you need to be in the moment. Obviously, you need to be technically be able to sing. So my way forward was to have singing lessons and to embody the person who is the singer. So to treat myself well. So not beat myself up when I made mistakes when I was performing, totally forgetting the past and drawing a line under it and just learning from mistakes I'd made rather than dwelling on those mistakes. So really decide what you want to do in life, and don't let anybody else's opinions sway you. So just focus on your true desires, not what appears to be like good or what other people want you to do or what is fashionable, but just focus on your true desires, what lights you up. You can create your own self-concept, so you can design who you actually want to be. So write down all of the qualities that you want to embody. Write down all of the things that you want to do and embody that person that is those things. Embody that personality. It's all about your inner world, and you have control over your inner world. Nobody else can affect it. So if you treat yourself with love and with kindness and with appreciation, then that has to be reflected into your outer world. So go all in on your inner world and treat yourself as the person who has everything, who has financial abundance, who has good relationships. Once you do this, you'll find that you start having boundaries, and people will start treating you with respect naturally. Because you're respecting yourself and you have higher standards, then those people will respect you. And then finally, a really big game changer for me is coming back to the present moment and connecting with that divinity within myself. So connecting with God or the higher power or the universe, whatever you want to call it. There's that place within all of us that is unaffected by anything. And it's the true source of power. It's the true strength of who you are. It's the joy of who you are. It's the love of who you are. So connecting with that on a daily basis, and you'll know what to do. You'll know the way forward. So it's all about the mind. It's all about putting your attention on what you do want and focusing your feelings on what you do want, feeling the things that you do want, and taking your attention off the things that you don't want. But just be kind on yourself, and it doesn't matter how old you are and how many mistakes you've made. I've made so many mistakes, and I'm here and I'm transforming my life. So just be kind to yourself. You're only human. You haven't done this before. This is your first time through life, and you're going to make mistakes, and you only know what you know. You don't know what you don't know. That brings us to the end of the video. Please comment and I'll respond, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.